This order, it's a wonderful order, it's a beautiful order. This order is pulling American booze off the liquor mart shelves. So again, people out there, you feel like you got whiplash trying to keep up with Donald Trump on a given day. Guess what? Donald Trump changed the world. And this is what it is going to be like. But the thing is, we're stronger than that. We are stronger than these challenges because we have unity and because we have a common identity related to our commitment to human rights, democracy, and the way of life that we love here in Canada. And so we're going to get through this period together. We're going to be able to ride this wave. And I want to be totally transparent with people. It's not going to be easy or smooth sailing. This is going to be a period with a lot of ups and downs and surprises along the way. But we will persist. And long after Donald Trump leaves office, we will still be here as Canada. We will still be here as Manitobans. And we'll still be the best nation when it comes to hockey. Thank you to the Blue Bombers for lending us this amazing Canadian flag. Oh Canada, this is our home and native land, and I think today all of us are patriots. And our team is here to reassure everyone in Manitoba and across the country that we will always be the true North, strong and free. I think a lot of people are thinking about who we are as Manitobans and as Canadians, and we know who we are. We're humble, hardworking people with a blue-collar work ethic. People who take pride in that great flag that is draped behind me, and people who don't go looking for trouble, but people who are also strong. And when a challenge comes our way, know that the way that we overcome difficult things is by working through them together. And so today we're sharing a message of unity here in Manitoba and a sense of resolve and commitment against what President Donald Trump is launching by way of an economic attack on this country that we love so much. We love this country so much because we are free in Canada, every single one of us, to be who we want to be. And our team and every single person across this province will always defend that. And we'll always stand up for that. And the thing is, as humble and as friendly Manitoba as we all want to be, when a fight finds its way to us, we're a nation of hockey players. We know how to handle ourselves. And so we know that when it is time to have a good scrap, Canadians and Manitobans are ready. But our first and foremost responsibility is always to protect our children and our grandchildren, and to protect our families. So the response that we're announcing here today has both that pushing back against this aggression from the United States of America, while also standing together, united to defend our families, our way of life, our jobs, and most importantly, our kids. Earlier today, we announced that we are bringing in tax deferrals to protect your jobs. These deferrals on provincially administered taxes like the health and education levy and the retail sales tax will mean that businesses can keep cash on hand to keep people working. These tax deferrals mean that people will have money in their businesses to protect your jobs and keep our economy moving through this period of uncertainty. And so that's about protecting our homes, protecting our families, protecting our way of life. At the same time, we know that we have to push back. And so on behalf of the province of Manitoba, we fully support the federal government's retaliation against the United States of America. And we're joining with other provinces across this country to pull American booze off of liquor mart shelves. Now here's the thing. The good news about this is that the Canadian booze is way better than the American stuff. And so this is one sacrifice that I think everybody from coast to coast to coast can get behind. And I want to mention today that in the coming days, if these tariffs persist, we will continue to roll out additional non-tariff countermeasures to stick up for Manitobans and to stick up for Canada. We all recently watched the Four Nations Cup, and what we saw from Team Canada there sent a very clear message to a lot of American hockey players. We don't start it, but we finish it. Just ask Matthew Tkachuk. And so on behalf of the people of Manitoba, people across Canada, we are standing together to respond to the tariffs that have been brought forward today. And we are here to protect our kids and protect our way of life. And the way that we'll get through this is, of course, by getting through it together. Support what the federal government is rolling out for retaliation today, and we're locking arms with the other premiers across the other provinces to remove alcohol from the shelves and to take other non-tariff retaliation measures. We got to stick up for ourselves as Canadians and to push back against this aggression from Donald Trump. And so when we're talking to the other premiers, I know that there's premiers who maybe weren't part of the last round on February 1st who are taking steps today. They'll share that information publicly. I think when we lock arms and when we stand shoulder to shoulder as Canadians, that's how we can stand up against this. There's probably a lot of people feeling uncertainty and feeling a lot of questions about this risk posed to our economy and our way of life. And what I would say is this: when you're in a struggle with a larger adversary, you have to use leverage. And so the leverage that we have as Canadians is our unity. It's looking at those natural resources. It's looking at energy. And it's using all of those tools in a smart fashion, which doesn't necessarily mean using them all on day one. We got to play the long game here as well. Using them in a smart fashion to exert that leverage and overcome this adversity. So first step is unity. First step is showing that we're willing to stick up for ourselves, and then just being able to play those cards in successive rounds to get the outcome that protects your jobs and protects your family.